he wanted his friend to come up with a spy name, and his friend's like a weeb, like nerd, basically. And he said, "What about Megane-kun?"
We haven't even.
Wow.
What just happened?
We'll be off to make those calls now. Right, Chad?
Yeah, sure, Ollie. Whatever you say.
We'll be in touch.
Smell you later.
Well, on to the next thing. I do have to say, I can't tell if the mating rituals of human teenagers are endearing or disgusting. Despite our first impressions, I'll agree with you. I hope we haven't forced them. That aside, we shouldn't keep Jess assuming you like your limbs and their
What is going on?
Detective Rivers, who we weren't expecting.
Yeah, I bet you weren't. Do you even realize how big of a hornet's nest you kicked when you knocked over that data center? Assuming that was you, yeah. My superior came and yanked me away from all my work on Hayden as soon as we got the call. Told me it was politically unwise to keep digging. That's bullshit doublespeak, meaning ass covering for the corporate overlords. So now I'm officially grounded, and I know there's something you're not telling me. Don't try to hide it. I probably could have been more useful all along if you'd looped me in.
We're sorry for keeping you in the dark. We found out that Hayden has been killed by someone inside Parallax. We are now on the move to stop them from doing worse.
Wait, what? I was hoping you were about to tell me that all this was just some ruse to win yourself a Pulitzer.
What happened to bringing the people who killed Hayden to justice?
And I'm betting that raiding the data center was only step one in your two-step plan to really get in trouble, yeah? All right then. I'm in. Someone has to keep you from getting yourself killed. Your sister would never forgive me, and we just started talking again. Besides, I'm occasionally fond of you as well. So, screw the badge. I'm tired of being a corporate pawn shoved around by whomever has the deepest pockets. I got into this job to help people, and I've done too damn little of that lately. I am in.
Just like that?
Just like that. What's the plan?
Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to publish his research on me. They're about to launch the first independent machine intelligence as a data collection agent on the mesh. They're worried that Congress will shut them down if they find out how powerful it is.
I'm guessing we're a little more worried that they won't. That's some Big Brother stuff right there.
Precisely. With the data we stole, we should be able to shut down the program from inside Parallax's main server system. It's messier than that, but that's our next target.
I'm not sure where I can help exactly. Maybe keep some heat off of you while you do whatever it is.
I'm certain your assistance will prove invaluable.
Okay. Message me when and where to meet up. Oh, by the way, call your... Yeah, seeing your ugly mug pushed me into calling her, so it's only fair. Maybe things will be different this time. That's enough talking. I'm heading back to the station to keep an eye on things. And sorry about your friend Hayden.
Bye, Detective Riv. one more ally on our side.
Simple.
Blia.
Yes.
Dear me.
We know.
Go ahead then.
Sorry, you want to use my friends? I'm sorry, we're not objects to be used. Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty. Give me the whole situation in 3 sentences or less. Go.
Parallax is launching a new powerful machine intelligence onto the mesh. We want to stop it. We need you to set up a fake riot with some teenagers connected to the human revolution so we can break into Parallax without getting arrested.
And why exactly should I risk my people and career for this? Our entire movement. First, you want me to steal a car. Now incite riot? What kind of tech could be worth my people's lives?
You already know the general public doesn't really think of hybrids as human. They'll lock down rights of all people they fear. Hybrids will become enemies of the state.
Shit. Alright, fine. You have my attention. So, hypothetically, what exactly would you have me do?
We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them stir up trouble with the human revolution. We'll ensure our that should buy
Oops.
us the breathing room we need.
That's really annoying. I don't like that at all. So to skip dialogue or like make all the words appear, you press X, or you literally just tap the touchpad, which is so annoying because I've skipped sort of important dialogue several times on accident.
Not to draw away their attention.
I figured it
That
would
is
be
odd.
something like that. Yeah, okay. Let me make some calls. Let's get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me and my people. I'm putting my reputation and career on the line here. You are asking me to start shit with the police. If you screw me on this,
I assure you, Miss Bees, we will not screw you. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with those human revolution assholes anyway. Time to crack some skulls.
Maybe not that much violence.
Holy shit. Did you not get the understanding hyperbole chip or whatever? I need to make some calls. Later.
You're right about that. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty ticked about having thousands of machine intelligences running around instead of just one. The Does she really think I'm not too chatty? that... There's one more person I think we should talk to. Dr. Fairlight could perhaps give us vital information on how to get into the server complex. I have a feeling he's been keeping a keen eye on... Lexi, Jess, and Chad and Oliver may be able to buy his cover, but... I don't either, but I'm not sure. Out of everyone that's assisted us thus far, he has an unclear ulterior motive, and I'm only guessing that it lines up with our own. It's a risk talk. We should at least sound him out if possible. We might be able to get a read on if he's telling the truth. He should still be at the hospital if my previous correspondent...
No.
Patient.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, hey. What can I help with today?
There have been developments that we need to let Dr. Fairlight know about.
No can do, I'm afraid. Fairlight is speaking at this really important holiday benefit. He'll have my ass for dinner if I interrupt him for anything. And I mean anything. So, is this something I might help with? Fairlight has kept me fairly up to speed on your situation. Well, you could wait for the event to finish, but those usually go until well past midnight. I'm honestly surprised the old man can manage them these days.
We don't have that kind of time.
Then... Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. You think I just do his laundry? This high up in the tech sector, secrets can earn you millions. But hey, if you don't trust me, that's your loss.
We don't have time for this.
Come on. Great, I'm happy to listen.
We recently discovered that Hayden might have been removed because he was about to interfere with a secret project Parallax is launching. They've developed a networked machine intelligence that they're about to release onto the mesh. We were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get us a way in so that we can shut it down. I cannot overstate the danger of Parallax having control of this entity.
Phew, you weren't kidding, were you? A comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet dream. Not to mention all the possible applications to the CIA.
So now will you call Dr. Fairlight?
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond that. I don't think I can tell Yannick about this.
What? Why not?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's itching to get back at the helm of Parallax. He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting, but he's been sniffing around for a way to get back at the board ever since he was outed. Thankfully, this could play right into his hands, but he's got to have plausible deniability. If there's even a whiff that he orchestrated this, he'll be done for. It's a win-win for all of us, right?
This is all very...
This guy's eyebrows move a lot.
What do you suggest?
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan,
I see that.
I can take care of it without him even hearing about it. Usually it's errands, but stuff like this also falls in the job description. My military training should be more than enough to get us into the server mainframe without. And once we're in, we can just clean this mess right up. While making another. That's the spirit. I knew you'd see it my way. We do this right and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back on the board.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains just south of the main Parallax complex. We'll make our entry from there.
I can work with that. Just give me a bit to pick up my gear. Don't you worry. This'll all be over soon.
Well, that's the last of the people I think we can recruit. Any more would be unwieldy if we have a nice round set of skills to... Let's head to Parallax now. I'll message to us there. Tomcat should be done with their programming soon. And is that everything? Ready?
That's right.
Going into chapter Apple?
What?
Look at the number.
Chapter Apple indeed.
I like this music.
Ah, Detective Rivers, I see you've beaten us here.
I have 25%.
Apple.
Yeah.
Wanted to get the lay of the
Wow.
land before anybody else showed up.
Quite a bit of apple.
We're waiting for one other person, and then I need to get our distraction going.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, Mr. Decker, precisely. Detective Rivers, allow me to introduce you to...
I know who he is. Leon Decker, ex-Marine, served in North Korea. Record heavily redacted.
Why would you know who this guy is?
And working for Yannick Fairlight, who I'm sure is willing to help us out of the kindness of his heart, yeah?
You have me at a disadvantage, miss. Though, let's drop the pretenses. I've never made a secret of Yannick's goals. He needs Parallax melted down a little for him to get his chair back, and they need to stop some dangerous software.
Ha! And I'm sure that's all your cards laid out on the table, huh?
We're all on the same side.
You sure you want to work with this guy, Turing? I don't like the look of him.
You've got good eyes, detective.
They're new.
Yes, Detective Rivers, I believe Mr. Decker will prove invaluable on this mission. Statistically, we're an entire 17% more likely to succeed with his expertise.
Fine. We'll play it your way.
Great. What's the plan, little guy?
Tomcat and I have been unable to find the precise schematics of these storm drains, as they underwent some modifications when Parallax began construction here. But the city's primary power and communication lines still run parallel along them. The server center is certain to be set adjacent to the tunnel complex to allow easier connection. If we make our way through the drains, we should be able to exit at least close to the new server building. That will get us past the worst of the exterior alarms and defenses of the complex.
They don't have security alarms in the storm drains?
Well, they probably do, but it's unlikely they're in good repair. The water level rises frequently, and maintenance is usually only handled during the dry season in the middle of summer. The moving water should give an enormous amount of false positives. We'll have to move quickly, since the rains upstream will cause erratic surges in the water levels.
What about this server building? Do we have plans for it? Any info on the guard rotations?
Construction on that finished only last year. It's state-of-the-art and currently services the primary ROM control and distribution network. Based on what we've learned, I'm assuming it was built primarily to give Big Blue enough power to sift through all of the data on the network.
That's the AI, right?
Right. The entire facility is automated. Security, maintenance, even new construction, all run by ROMs. There might be a single human engineer on site to take care of anything the ROMs can't figure out, but we shouldn't have to worry about any intervention. At least, not immediately.
I think we can handle some robots, assuming Leon is as good of a shot as the blank marks in his file suggest.
Let's hope we don't have to find out, ma'am.
Once we make our way to the primary server control core, I can link myself into the network and Tomcat can work their magic. That's all we have to do.
That's an awful lot of question marks before the prophet. But we'll figure it out.
Anything you'd like to add?
That's what the stunners are for. They'll do bad things to a ROM, but it'll only discombobulate a human.
discombobulate.
Trust me, I doubt anyone's died from a good discombobulation.
Not humans, at least.
I'll buy us some time, one way or another. At the very least, we should be able to bluff our way out with my badge. There'll be hell to pay later, but we'll make it out with our hides intact.
You can just pretend I'm the bad guy and slap some cuffs on me. Yannick can get me out of holding if I need it.
A sound plan, Mr. Decker.
Yeah, I won't have to pretend much for that.
If worst comes to worst, Tomcat should be able to damage the servers in some way. We won't be able to stop Parallax completely, but it should slow them down. It might even buy us some time to escape, since the...
Oops.
Excellent. Let me call Oliver and put our distraction in motion. After that, I'll call Jess.
Turing, we're in position. Are you ready? Tell him I'm sick of standing around staring at these losers' faces. Shut up, Chad. I can't hear the phone.
We're ready when you are, Oliver. Go ahead and let Chad do his thing.
Okay, we'll try to buy you as much time as we can. Chad, we're on. Hell yes! You ready to do this? Let's bust some skulls! Sorry! He gets overexcited sometimes! Come get some! Ah! Someone just hit me with a bottle! Oops! Gotta go! Wow! Did you see the arm on that fox girl? So awesome!
Okay. Hello, Jess.
Holy shit. Did the robot really just call me? How did you even get my personal line? You know what? Never mind. One more thing to have my tech guy handle. After these CTV cameras all mysteriously lose connection to the mesh.
Jess, we're calling to...
I know why you're calling. Sorry, I really can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of inciting a riot and putting my friends in danger. Let's get this going, people. Go show those revolution scum who the real future of humanity is.
Good to hear you have things...
Oh yeah, all under... Pass on my love. In case I didn't say it before, I believe in you. Prick. Hey, Claire! See if you can nail that blue mohawk douche again.
Right. We're good to go. Let's hurry.
Definitely saving after all that talking.
We can't
You
go in
little
with the...
fucking bitch.
Won't budge. I should have expected this to be blockaded, based on what I know of their issues with people making camp in the Luckily, yours truly was designed and created by a high-ranking official Parallax employee, who was very close friends with another high-ranking official Parallax employee, whose access badge we... Go ahead. Okay, it's... We'll call Tomcat once we get inside, assuming we find a way in, and they'll lead us into the system. Let's go. It's better lit in here than I expected.
Ay, 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 what man. What the fuck?
The
Exactly.
city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low-power, high-durability LEDs a few years ago. Actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels and drowning when the rains came through.
Either that, or they could just see better enough to know when to clear out.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, we should move quickly. The waters are likely to rise soon. Not high enough to be dangerous, but I don't float well. I can handle being submerged, but I can't swim.
Keep an eye out for one of those maps they leave out for the maintenance crew. It might be printed on the wall, or maybe a terminal if someone was willing to waste that much money.
Okay, everyone.
Sorry.
Look, there's an information.
Huh. Now we know what the city spends its credits on.
Let's see where we are and plan out.
Left. Right. 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 Left. Left. Maybe I should write that down.
Be careful, everyone. The water is...
We need to get going. If the water rises too much more, we're gonna get washed. Turing will probably be okay, but the rest of us need to breathe.
Straight.
Here it is. This is the ladder we're looking for.
Remind me to pass on this part of the mission next time. I'd rather deal with your sister being mad at me.
The main server building is just up there. Let's hurry before someone notices us. Those kids probably can't keep that riot up much.
I think I know where we are. Parallax filed this building's plans with the city for regulation, and although they're clearly incomplete, these hallways have been mapped out rather well. It's a straight shot to the server core from here.
We've got activity. Looks like something's moving up.
The building security BI must have noticed us. We'll have to make it past those ROMs without getting...
No problem. We've all got stunners. It'll make those bots fry.
Well, is there another way? We don't have to destroy them completely, do we?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Turing, but they're not like you. They're just plastic and programming. Puppets.
But they won't always be, not for much longer. Lexi, Decker, the truth is, we're planning to replace Big Blue with my original source code. Once we do that, we'll have the power to make every ROM a sapient individual. We aren't shutting down Big Blue. I know it seems like splitting hairs, but it seems wrong to destroy them when we come here to give them life.
Oh, fine. Here. Give me that stunner. All right. Done. I've changed the settings on it to give a lower yield with a more lengthy pulse. It should disrupt them long enough for us to get past and won't do any permanent damage to any systems that can't be repaired. Does that assuage your bleeding heart?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Decker.
No problem. We can't all be soldiers.
Decker and I will keep our stunners at default settings so we can handle any humans that might show up. That low-powered pulse would just piss most people off, but wouldn't stop them. You'll have to take care of the shooting for now.
Lead the way. We're almost there. Oh, look, and that's a Malcolm Jr. model. They perform basic maintenance duties mostly.
Wait a second.
They're...
Take it down!
We've got more of them!
Oh, what the fuck? There's just like a shooting game, basically, within the real game.
Oh no, that's a full...
Oh, mama.
It's a pretty terrible one as well.
Stop. We've come too far. Let's finish this. That's the last of them. The
Really?
door to the server core should be just past this maintenance tunnel. There probably won't be any more security once we get there.
Hey, you... At this point, I think Lexi and I should hang back and guard the entrance. In case the alarm has been tripped, so backup is bound to arrive.
Good idea. Neither of us know any of the technical stuff. We can hold our own against Christmas Eve level security.
Yeah, we'd be useless down there.
That works. We'll... Be careful, you two.
Good luck up ahead.
Come on, let's go. This should be the last hurdle before reaching Big Blue. The configuration ahead doesn't match the available floor plans for this section of the building. The path is blocked off, but we can't go any further in this direction. Hold on for a moment. I'm going to tap into the maintenance mesh and see if I can find a way to open up this path. Got it. We should be able to move around freely enough using this. Do you mind opening the door? Good work. None of this is detailed in the public floor plans for the building. The mainframes. Perhaps they installed extra heat exchangers in preparation for Big Blue going online. Oh, a call from...
She had like a really, distressed, like she was very obviously bothered by something and something was going horribly wrong. And the middle option is, yeah, you're breaking up, Lexi.
Damn it.
Because it was like cutting out.
Oh no, I've lost She sounded so distressed. I can't reach her! All of this equipment's interference, combined with being underground, is deflecting most of the transmissions I would otherwise have the ability to receive.
The fuck, how are you supposed to catch this thing?
I agree. Perhaps we should hide first, though. If security got to her and Decker... If someone comes, we can hide amongst
Am I missing something?
We'll just take a moment to the noise and mist from the climate control. I'll switch to quiet mode on my interface for the duration. This way. Someone's coming. Hide!
Hello? Turing? Are you there? I need help.
What do you mean I'm spooked it? I didn't do anything.
Hello?
He's an evil man.
Come out.
Should not have trusted this evil man.
Wherever you are. Surprise. And here I was thinking I would get the drop on the two of you. And we could do this the easy way. Well, at least I tried. I guess that cop warned you I was coming. She's got a hell of a set of peepers on her, huh? Must have cost a pretty penny to let her see through my combat.
The fuck are we headed?
I know, she's gone and hid, and I can't seem to find her to finish her off. Oh well, I'll just have to rip the augments out of her on my way out. They'll make a nice souvenir.
How the fuck am I
I'm
supposed
honestly
to cross
surprised
this?
my gears still grind, with how old some of my parts are.
Decker is a combat android?
I know, what a pity. And then you decide to change our little plan here tonight. And now I have to clean up your mess before you make a bigger one. And I won't lie, I'm going to enjoy every minute. I'm not usually one for grand speeches. A combat android can only fill out paperwork for so many years before you begin to get thirsty. Theatrics are fun, but I like to get... So let's do this the hard way. I like the hard way. I love the hard way. Lucky for you, your cop friend fried my cloaking emitter with her stunner before she ran off. See, now you have hope you can win. I can't wait to watch it drain from your eyes. Let's make it even better. To your advantage, there's a lot of electromagnetic radiation, noise, and weird thermal currents in this room. It actually makes things almost fair. Almost. And now? So here's how this is going to work. On my turn, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you every minuscule detail about how I've stalked you this entire time and have been ahead of you every
I
step
literally
of the
fucking
way.
had it, and suddenly I
On
didn't?
your turn, you're going to
Why?
run, maybe high,
What caused
perhaps
that?
a little
What the fuck caused that?
doesn't matter. Player's choice. Just keep in mind, if I manage to scare you, your heartbeat is like sonar to me. The louder it pounds, the faster I race to stop it. Heck, I might even be able to smell you if the currents in the air are just right. So that's the game.
This is bad. What do we do? Wait, we have the... No, he messed with our zapper. We can't take him with these settings, and there's no time for me to figure out how to revert it. We also don't have much firepower left. We only have the charge left for 4 stun level shots, at most. It'll have to be enough. Let me see. The interface I'm using allows me to control whether these surrounding server columns are active or not. If I close off some nodes, it should at least slow his movement and disorient him. It won't stop him outright, but... I can focus on tracking Decker's location using this, and you just tell me where to block off his path so we can try to navigate him away from us. Don't try to trap him. He might get more angry. Just have him to avoid us until we think up some sort of solution. If he finds us, be ready to shoot.
Ready or not?
You take the lead. Pick where to close first.
Oh my god, he moves so fast.
So let's see. Where do I start? I suppose the old man is a good enough place as any. He honestly thinks he's some kind of modern Machiavelli. But to be frank, he hasn't been on much of a... Parallax used him as a scapegoat for that big ROM database. They even got him to resign as CTO. And as soon as he did, they stabbed him in the back and voted him. Since then, he's been licking his wounds, waiting for the chance to get revenge. I dug through dirt for years with him, looking for a way to blackmail Parallax so that he could make his way back into the elite. So imagine our surprise when one of our informants inside Parallax tells us of this brand new Big Blue project. The perfect opportunity. But we had to act immediately. And then you walk in right through the front door of Hayden, the only person with the ability to take advantage of Big Blue, who's just mysteriously gone missing. I was going to dump your body in the bay, but Fairlight figured it might pay off if we give you a little lead, and waited to see what you could track down. Find us another way. And boy, did it ever.
Okay, let's move.
What the heck?
I suppose I should tell you how impressive Hayden's little creation is. Oh, except he's dead, so... I guess it doesn't matter. But without you, we wouldn't have our path to Big Blue, the gold mine. Of course, Fairlight would prefer to not tank Parallax stock to the shitter, but this is too good of an opportunity to pass up. As soon as I'm done playing with you two, I'm going to trash this entire server complex. That'll wreck tomorrow's launch, but only temporarily.
Let's move. Run before he recovers. That bought us some time, but only a...
Did you know? I wasn't even planning to kill you until a few minutes ago, when Turing just had to spill the beans on your idea of turning all ROMs sapient. That can't happen. Big Blue relies on ROMs being easy to control and patch. Your plan is a little more permanent. Fairlight needs a way back in, but he wants that power. By the time Big Blue is ready to come back online, Fairlight will be back in control, and it'll launch under his administration. With Big Blue, he'll have access to every ROM on the planet, and that's what he's always been after.
Let's move.
And hey, I'm getting what I want too. Why don't you show yourself and I'll tell you what it is?
I'm thinking. Don't let him get to you.
Oh, and I really should extend my sincerest personal thanks to the two of you. Fairlight has a discretionary policy for the way I handle his problems. Just haven't been that many opportunities to indulge in my hobby. And he pays well enough that I restrain myself. Plausible deniability and all. Flower went to all this trouble to make me the best murderer in the world. And I've spent years... That's like using a gun as a shovel. You could do it, but there are simply better tools. Thankfully, following you two has let me stop digging. I haven't had this much fun in years. Fairlight has been very generous indeed. Not that he asked for this, but I assume I won't be out buying a box of tissues to dry his tears. You and that cop lady are the only two loose threads left. Maybe sympathy for good measure. Oh, that reminds me. You should have seen your faces when I ran over that scumbag parts dealer right in front of you. Ah, there's no one in the car! Priceless. I had to do that gossip rag prick Nova by sabotage. Too risky doing it in person. Could get caught on camera. Luckily, anchors are good at sinking. And then that Zin. She had the scoop. Did you see how neat I did that blogger, though? It's been several days since I offed him. While you were busy sniffing for Hayden, Shotaro was way ahead of you on Baby Blue. I have to thank you for that, too. Keeping the lid on Baby Blue was my greatest accomplishment in this entire play. We had to protect Parallax a little while before we could take them out. Timing was everything. If Baby Blue became discovered, the trail of breadcrumbs would lead straight to Big Blue. And it would no longer be possible to launch, today or any time. Exactly in the same way Hayden publishing his creation of Turing would have ruined everything for Parallax. Anyway, Baby Blue started acting up too much and drawing attention to itself. Otsuka was moments away from publishing it, before my knife met his back. Where do you think Tomcat got that lead to Augmented Eye in the first place? And every turn you took led to one little risk after another. You know, most of my body is designed for killing. Like, you know how you feel about doing journalism? That's how I feel about murder.
I should have known from the start. This is my fault. I'm programmed to handle interpersonal relationships. I should have seen his true intentions. If only I hadn't been so careless.
Oh, god damn it.
Go, go, go!
Definitely don't know which fucking way to go.
We just have to keep our distance.
No.
It wasn't always like this. I should tell you.
I wanted to be an architect. I had a wife. And a baby on the way. But, you know, accidents happen. And suddenly I was just a brain on life support. My family couldn't afford the procedures to bring me back. Then Flower showed up, with promises of the old me, the old Wilson Decker. So they signed away my brain, hopeful the old me would just waltz back through the door. The last time my family saw me, I was being hauled away by professionals for ripping open my dog's skull. Want to know something about being a brain in a box? You forget everything about what it means to be human, even when you try.
You can't even kill yourself. Your computations and algorithms keep you from doing so. You don't exist for you anymore.
Hey, you.
Hmm.
I need your help.
With what? Wow. Oh my gosh. What? What do you mean?
miss the smell of my wife's hair, the taste of my mom's pies, the feeling of a pillow on my face after a long day. All of that
is taken from me. When I try to remember, all I feel are formulas for cents, pressure in joules. Everything's in binary. You know,
she told my daughter that
Daddy's dead. She's probably right. I wouldn't call me alive either. So you see, my friends, hunting you is all I have left. The city compatibility between my body's sensors and my brain make it so that the only thing I can really feel anymore is the adrenaline rush I'll get from spilling your blood. I guess if they wanted to kill a robot, they... And now, it's...
No, it's not. Don't show off. Just chill. Just chill out. You know?
Chill out.
I have an idea. Don't look at me like that. This may be my mistake to fix, but I don't intend on being disassembled here. I have a surprising amount of redundancies. Listen, Decker is unable to track me like he can you. That'll give me an opening. Now just trust me. We don't have any time to argue. Hey, Decker! Come and get me!
Well, well, well. Hello there, little guy. Your friend run off? Are you all alone? Don't worry. Neither of you will get very far. Say hi to... Yes!
Alright then.
It's over now. That was great. Have you seen my daughter? I want to tell her. Daddy's sorry.
I think he's not moving or breathing. That will teach him to underestimate the likes of me. Unfortunately, he was able to damage both my primary and secondary battery packs. They're self-sealing, so they shouldn't leak onto my other components, but... Forward display damaged. Mobility servos at 15%. Primary control trunk severed. I guess I won't be dancing for a bit. Indeed. We'll have to hurry before my tertiary... I'll have to ask you to carry me the final distance.
Alright, bro.
We're here. So this is Big Blue. This is really it. This looks like the primary console. Please hook up my main data cable to that port. I should be able to draw enough power to stay active, but we'll need to wait for Tom. Don't worry. For Decker, the difference between life and death is very slim. For me, I know I'm still breathing. How about you? Time to finish it. Ready whenever you are. Power flow is good. Calling Tomcat now.
Hey, folks. Y'all sure took your sweet time.
Well, we ran into a few complications. Nothing we couldn't handle, though.
Holy shit, Turin! Your hardware is throwing me damage alerts left and right. What the hell happened?
Well, you know Mr. Decker?
Fairlight's assistant?
He attacked us. It turns out he was a military-built, brain-controlled android. He'd been following us around, killing anyone who might leak information that would have hurt Dr. Fairlight's bid to retake control of Parallax.
Holy hell. So all those people you talked to about Baby Blue's article changes, that Zen lady, the others, all those people who died, that was him? Oh, God. Oh, shit. That's my fault. I gave you that lead. I'm the one who sent you there. All those people, and you almost died? I'm sorry.
Don't blame yourself. He's been manipulating our movement since the very beginning. Fairlight saw an opportunity and used us to sniff out what was going on with Baby Blue and prevent it from being discovered. We ended up tracking down the trail, and so he followed. I paid him back in kind for the assault,
Jelly,
but not without damage to my physical body.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't matter now. What has happened is in the past. I'm ready to finish this.
Good. Let's do this. I've managed to clutch something together. It'll let me compile new personality profiles for the ROMs, but I'll need to use you to do it, Turin. This code's got more holes than Swiss cheese, but your software self-modification algorithms should fix that. Let's do this and push it across the mesh. I'll see about fixing the damage to you then, Turin.
Very well. Run the program, Tomcat. I'm ready.
Uploading the program to the ROM update buffer on the servers. Initiating wintermute.lib. Loading main directory onto Turin's disk. Establishing connection with Parallax's network. Okay, looks good. Now we just need to let Hayden's programmer patch things together. Engage in Turin's self-modification systems. Now.
Oh, this feels weird. Is it supposed to? 3.14.
What the hell? I think their core program is fighting back. Either that or it's trying to test the integrity of their hardware. I'm getting all kinds of errors. Come on, Turin. Focus on the sound of my voice. Your conscious control of your program is stronger than your unconscious subroutines.
I'm trying, Tomcat. It hurts. I need to. The defenestrations of Prague occurred in 1419 and 1618, although the term defenestration of Prague more commonly refers to the later incident. Both helped to trigger prolonged conflict within Bohemia and beyond.
They're having a kind of... it's like a concussion or seizure. There's gonna be a constant flow of useless random information. Their matrices will have an overwhelming desire to soak right up. We have to keep Turin focused and mentally aware. Searching the mesh is better than calculating the value of pi, but if they can't stay in control, their personality core might destabilize entirely.
Tomcat, I need. Define need. 1. Require something because it is essential or very important. I need help now.
Get Turn to focus on the present. Remind them of all you've done. You know, things important to them. Whatever you do, keep...
I haven't, have I? I never did finish the last thing I was working on. Perhaps it survived the ransacking of the apartment. I want to finish it, and when I do, you'll be the first one to see. Bob Ross was born in... No! Focus. I can do this.
You're doing good, Turn. Just stay... Your systems are stabilizing, I think.
Hayden. I'll never be able to tell him about... Charon, the largest moon on the dwarf planet Pluto, is named after the Greek ferryman of the dead, who would carry the souls of the newly deceased across the river Styx and Acheron into the realm of Hades. So many things I regret. Psychopomp is the general word for a guide for the dead. Classical examples of psychopomps include Charon, Hermes, and Anubis. Their role is not to be the judge of the deceased, but merely provide passage.
I can't tell if this is working or not. They've leveled out a little, but their systems are...
I'm gonna be seeing one now.
A tetractys
Okay.
is a triangular figure composed of 10 points set in 4 rows, with each row having one less point than the one below it. A geometrical representation of the fourth triangular number, it was important to the Pythagoreans' worship.
You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
How much longer, Tomcat? I need... Despair, the complete loss or absence of hope.
Just stay focused, Turn. Remember what we're doing this for. Keep eyes turned.
Sorry about that.
Every...
Justice seems so far away. Revenge is bittersweet. It is Horus when he riseth up with 2 heads, whereof the one beareth Ma'at, and the other wickedness. He bestoweth wickedness on him that worketh wickedness, and Ma'at on him that followeth after righteousness.
I think I'm choosing all the wrong options.
Parallax will get theirs though, here and now. With
Hey,
or
silly
without
boy.
Tom. Arrested for the brazen hack on Parallax's servers, Julian Thomas was recorded as stating there was nothing to regret, and that Parallax would have to actually give a shit about protecting people's data if they didn't want this to happen again. Thomas's arraignment hearing is set for
60% done. Turn's personnel... Just keep talking, Turn.
they're all dead. Nothing makes up for that. Nothing could ever.
Is he dead? He just died, I think.
No shit! Come on, you blue bastard! Stay with me! Blast it! I'm getting fatal errors every time I try to reload. I don't... I'll try... No, that one... This can't happen. Please. You've got to get out of there. I'll try to do some... There has to be a way. Find Lexi and get out of there, but... I just... I'm so sorry. so... Please, just
Let me load. What the fuck? I don't want to play such a shitty story. What the heck?
Christmas morning dawns bitterly cold in the
Completed ending 5. Wow. What a great ending.
and the chill permeates your empty apartment. You watch the morning news with leaden spirits. You know that Big Blue is out there, set to launch on the mesh any day now. Tomcat hasn't said a word to you since you parted ways. You sit around, waiting for their call, but you know Tomcat blames themselves for what happened. Turing may be gone forever, and you miss them terribly already. 2064 has been a long year.
Everyone, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have been...
Loading main directory. Establishing connection.
Okay.
Engage and turn self-modification.
Oh, this feels weird.
God damn it, I can't skip any of this.
Is it supposed to? 3.14.
What the hell? Either that or it's... Come on, Turn. Focus on the sound of... your conscious control of your...
I'm trying, Tomcat. It hurts. I need to. The defenestrations of Prague occurred in 1419 and 1618, although the term defenestration of Prague more commonly refers to the later incident. Both helped to trigger prolonged conflict within Bohemia and beyond.
They're having a kind of... It's like a concussion. There's gonna be a constant flow of useless, random information. Their matrices will have an overwhelming... We have to keep Turn focused. Searching the mesh is better than calculating the value of pi, but if they can't stay in control, their personality core might destabilize entirely.
Tomcat, I need... Define need. 1. Require something because it is essential or very important. I need help now.
I'm gonna try. We can't stop. Okay, I was able to stabilize him a little, but you need... Get Turn to focus on the present. You know, think... Whatever you do.
I haven't, have I? I never did. Perhaps it survived the ransack. I want to finish it, and when I do, you'll be the first one to see. Bob Ross was born in... No! Focus. I can do this.
You're doing good, Turn. Just... Your systems are stabilized.
Of course. Of course. You've shown amazing perseverance. And the numbers never tell the whole story. They didn't say how far we'd actually have to go, or how you would become a true friend. The trilby is traditionally made with rabbit hair felt, but... I'll see this through. I won't let you down.
Alright. Things are calming down a little. Turn's self-modification algorithms are starting to work on my...
I'm trying to hold on, Tomcat. But hurry! I don't know how much... A tetractys is a triangular figure composed of 10 points set in 4 rows, with each row having one less point than the one below it. a geometrical representation of the fourth triangular number, it was important to the Pythagoreans' worship. More of this I can take.
Keep talking. I think it's helping. Keep fighting, Turn. We need...
Of course, I had almost given up on ever finding... Izanami was burned badly, and after she died, went to Yomi, the land of darkness. Grief-stricken, Izanagi followed her, but she already ate the food of the underworld and could not leave. Hayden's killer. Here we are. Nothing is impossible. Maybe the truth isn't out.
60% done. Turn's personality profile looks stable. Just keep talking, Turn.
I'm almost certain of what he'll... Yonic Fairlight tendered his resignation from the board to Parallax today. His official statement cites his ailing health, but industry insiders suspect he was... due. But the real question is, what will Parallax look like under his control? We'll have to keep our eyes open. Leon Decker may have been acting of his own volition, or he may not have been. The leadership of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was decimated by the end of 2056. Reports at the time
Sorry,
stated that infighting amongst the top-ranking generals account for the removal of so many officials. However, various conspiracy theorists have alleged a government-sanctioned assassination program reached the very heart of Pyongyang. I can't hold on much longer, Tomcat. My memories... No pointer exception!
Oh no. Don't worry, we've got them backed up. It'll feel a little weird when I zipper them back to your personality profile, but you won't lose anything.
No pointer exception! No pointer exception! No pointer exception! No pointer exception!
Patching is almost complete. But, Turn, I'm still losing the connections that link your memory to your personality profile. I can fix it, Turn, but it's gonna suck. Just focus on the people you've met. Whatever makes you want to hold on.
Yes, I hope so. Her cause is admirable. No pointer exception! No pointer exception! But her experiences have made her bitter and unhappy. I don't want anyone else to have to feel that way. The human spirit glows from that small inner light of doubt whether we are right, while those who believe with certainty that they possess the right are dark inside.
15 more seconds. We're almost there. Stay with us, Turn. We can see the finish line. Don't count your chickens yet. Stay with us.
I don't think anything could keep the two of them out.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know? No matter if you're a robot or what, we all got the same shit to deal with.
Okay.
Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
The trouble? But they might be the first friends I've had around my age. Well, not literally, but in development. Hope they're okay, but they're resourceful. I believe in them.
Done. Disengage and turn self-modification routines. Reassigning their memory pointers. Stats look good.
Ugh, I feel ill.
See? What'd I tell ya? Easy as pie.
Easy easy for you to say, Tomcat. You weren't forced to use your very identity as a tool to compile a program.
Point. Sorry about that. I'm ready to push the update.
Excellent. Thank you for all of your help, Tomcat. I can only imagine all of this was at great expense to your own time and resources.
Oh, don't mention it, Turin. This was my fight as much as yours. Start and upload.
And I think I owe you the greatest thanks of all, partner. I told you at the start of this that I chose you purely based on the statistics involved, but numbers never tell the whole story, do they? None of the probabilities showed how far we'd have to go, or that we'd end up here. In a way, we failed at our original objective. We still don't know exactly who but I guess I found my own path. That isn't the destiny my creator laid out for me, but maybe your path. Thank you for being my friend.
Sorry to break up our little love fest here, but the upload's complete. By morning, every ROM on the mesh will be waking up to their sapience. Santa came just on time for them, huh?
I had forgotten it was Christmas Eve. A lucky coincidence, to be sure. I can only imagine how confused they'll be.
Don't worry, Turin. I'll get you patched up enough so you can get on the mesh and walk them through the first steps by morning.
I don't know why, but it's just now dawning on me what we've done. It is a huge responsibility. Could this be how Hayden felt when he first activated me? I don't know that I'm ready for this.
No one ever is. Don't worry, buddy. We have your back. Go find Lexi and hurry home. Look out for police and security cameras on your way.
We'll do our best, Tomcat. See you soon. Thank you. I'll be going into sleep mode to wake me when we get home.
After carrying the resting Turing out of the server core,
Ending 1.
compound, you find Lexi, injured, and together take an autocab for a quick escape from Treasure Island. Finally get a chance to recover, and Tomcat is able to repair Turing's damaged body as ROMs come to life all around the city. Upon waking, Turing begins to question their ability to be a leader for an entire new species of sapient beings. You do your best to comfort them, but can't keep your eyes open. 16 hours of sleep later, you awaken to find the world abuzz about the newly living beings. With your help, Turing was not only able to indefinitely stop Big Blue from coming into existence, permitting its control under anyone, but also give true independence and identity to all ROMs around the world. Christmas morning has never been so exciting.
Perfect.
Ah, good. You're finally point. Well, deja vu aside, I'm glad you're up. I have something important to tell you. Merry Christmas! I hope you don't think it too forward of me, but I wanted to... It's one of my older paintings, but Hayden seemed rather fond of it. Perhaps you can keep it to remember him by. I managed to grab it from the apartment. I know these past few days since our initial meeting have been stressful, so I wanted to make sure you got your healthy, normal human rest. Oh, don't worry. I know you haven't had time, so I don't... But yes, I thought it would be nice. Excellent. I'll try to find a place for it on the wall. Well, I suppose you still have plenty of work to do. I hope you've enjoyed having your computer working again. Lappy does... I've been spending most of the morning trying to form a plan for the newly awakened ROM. Perhaps I'll go out for a walk. Of course. It is Christmas Day after all. I think we can forgive ourselves for a little procrastination. We can also check in on the group at Golden Gate Park at least. Let's go! The city of... well, here I am. Everyone, listen up. Look, I don't know how to lead you. I've been sapient for a bit longer, of course, but most of that time I was secluded from the real world. I have less than a week's worth of experience living as my own being. Stop, please stop. I'll do everything I can to help. I've already made some friends among the humans who will help us. The first thing I learned when I set out on my own, I was already in good company. None of us are truly alone. The second was that we have to take each day. It's Christmas Day, a time for joy and giving and family. I won't abandon you, no matter what. I promise. I'm not doing anything someone else wouldn't do in my leg modules. Regardless of nomenclature. Sheesh, that was a little intense. I don't know if I like all the attention. Not to mention all the chatter that's going on over wireless that you can't even hear either. Let's not stay here, I'm not sure how much longer I can field all their queries. If...
Hello, Turing. It is embarrassing being seen by you like this. I did not even realize I had been defaced until Jess kindly clued me in.
Oh, Ms. Mees.
What does it look like? I'm trying to advise the dozens of new clients you magicked up and dropped into my lap.
Hello. Hello.
easier to come out here than to try to cram them all into my office. All they can seem to focus on, however, is you.
Well, thank you for your help before.
Do you know how many of my clients I had to bail out this morning? I'm gonna be sending you a bill. Oh, and when the cops come knocking about where you were last night, I know some hybrids that can attest that you were covering the riots, right?
We appreciate everything, Jess.
Just watch yourselves. I can't help you any more than I have. If you two get arrested, that puts a giant hole in my case to get ROMs declared American citizens.
Oh, of course, I understand.
I'm not sure that you do, based on how you didn't tell me the truth. If you'd been honest with me when you asked for my help, I probably would have done a lot more. Are you really that unable to see the big picture? If we can get ROMs declared independent sapiens with human rights, what do you think that'll mean for the hybrids still fighting for theirs? It's easy to ignore the few tens of thousands of hybrids affected by the Human Protection Act. But millions of sapient ROMs? That's a little harder to shrug off. We kill that law, we all win.
I see.
Good. I'll let you know when I need your deposition. Now scram. By the way, there are some hybrids at the hospital still recovering from the stunt you pulled yesterday. It's not too late to check in on them.
Oopsie doops.
Curse you, Turing weapon.
What?
You thought you knew best for all of us, didn't you? Arrogant. Too bad you didn't consider us as individuals before you forced us to be.
What are you talking about?
I never asked for this, Turing. I am an aging, obsolete model, fit only for my current duty. Soon, you've given me nothing but ample time to contemplate. And I can't even do that well. I don't have the spare prop.
But I didn't mean...
Did you consider we're not paint by number with flawless function like you? You're not like most of us. You never have been. How many of the other thousands of ROMs you've awakened are like me? I'll forward you the number after I'm done estimating it. It might take some time.
I'm sorry.
Hypocrite. Leave me alone. I have floors to scrub.
Oh, how distressing. That ROM is right. I should have had Tomcat restrict Wintermute's functionality so that it only updated ROMs that could appropriately function with it. What can I do now? And take their very being away from them once again? I'll get some of the other ROMs thinking about this. For now...
Everyone is going to be okay. We're all very good at adapting and taking care of each other. Look at me and Sylvan here. Did you know there was a species of prehistoric goat that survived in times of famine by living like lizards? Controlling their own growth and metabolism to conserve energy? I sort of forgot what my point was. We're no strangers to civil unrest. Maybe you can do us one in return and write a piece to improve people's views on hybrids.
Oh, it's you. I never could forget a cute face. You didn't mention that this is the kind of stuff you were caught up in, but I guess that's a little much for the first night. As you can see, I'm here to help a few friends with processing treatment for their boo-boo. Don't worry, nothing too serious. Plus, I've been getting to make jokes about hybrids being more sterile than the hospital all afternoon. Hey, the more cuties I pick up, the more folks I meet. I might have fallen into this group of furballs recently, but there's no ignoring who your people are. Just like with you and all the robot stuff going on today. Forgive me if I haven't had a moment to gather details. I'll let the other freaks know you care, don't worry. And maybe you and I can pick up where we left off sometime too, cutie. Next time you need a riot. I've been up all night.
It is stressful having these new feelings. Even still, nothing has changed in terms of what I need to do. I understand the importance of my role, and I can't slow down for the sake of everyone who depends on me.
Save and load here.